Good night, teacher. My name is Giancarlo Max Gallegos Gaona, and I am going to talk about the cultural diversity and my personal experience with it. This presentation has 5 parts. First, introduction. Second, cultural diversity. 3, migrations. 4, experience with a different culture. And 5, conclusion. Introduction. Peru is famous for its remarkable cultural diversity. This diversity is presented thanks to indigenous tradition, Spanish colonial influence, African heritage, and Asian contributions. The diversity of geography and the multitude of ethnic groups add further elements to this diversity. Peru's varied landscape have provided unique environments for different cultures. Cultural diversity. First, I will explain why I choose Lima. I am from Arequipa, and for work reasons, I had to move to Lima for 3 years. That was an experience that changed my life a lot. Lima is the capital of Peru. It's a remarkable testimony of cultural diversity that characterizes Peru. It is a place where indigenous traditions intertwine with the Spanish colonial influence and where immigrations from all over the world have left their mark. Chinese, Japanese, and African influence can be found in Lima. Foods in Lima reflects this diversity history and offer a wide range of dishes. We mentioned it earlier that Lima is a fusion of all of the cultures of traditions of Peru, and mention which, in my opinion, are the most common dishes that I found when I left there. Ceviche, lomo saltado, ají de gallina, causa limeña. These are just a few examples of many delicious traditional food you can find in Lima. Lima has a rich cultural heritage with many traditions that reflects its history and diverse population. I mentioned this tradition will forget due to the influence of cultures from all over Peru. I mentioned them because I think they exemplify the cultural influence. Religious festivals. Lima celebrate numerous festivals. Behind the Festival of San Juan and Festival of Santa Rosa de Lima, some of the most significant. During these festivities, there are processions, music, dance, and colorful displays of devotion. I should be mentioned that the different communities from the rest of Peru bring festivities to Lima. It's common to see festivals like the Virgen of Candelaria and others. Music and dance. Traditional music and dance are an integral part of Lima culture. Marinera is often performed at festivals and events. Lima also has a thriving music scene with a focus on genres like Criolla and Afro-Peruvian music. Their migration. Lima's role as a central center in terms of political, economic, cultural, and education remains significant and continues to be a destination for many people from the regions of Peru. In Lima, we can find people from all over Peru and also from other countries. The foreign influence is very big. People from various regions of Peru have moved to Lima in search of better economic opportunities, education, and a higher standard of living. Well, experience with a different culture. Well, I lived in Arequipa until I was 20 years old when I moved to Lima to work. That means a very cultural shock for me, not just because I separated from my family, but because I got separated but because the culture is very different. I will talk about some of the things that made a difference to me. First, work culture. In Arequipa, life tends to be a little less stressful and more focused on quality of life. People can be more relaxed in terms of work. In Lima, as the economic and commercial center of Peru, Lima often has a more faster and competitive work environment. Accent and language. Arequipa has its own regional accent and idioms, and Spanish there can sound a little different. In the Lima, the accent and usage of Spanish in Lima can be more neutral and close to the standard Spanish. Some people say that we sing when speaking in Arequipa. Formatively level. Arequipa is known for its more relaxed and friendly atmosphere. People can be a bit more open and less formal their day-to-day interactions. In Lima often tends to be more cosmopolitan and can have a more formal atmosphere. Social interactions often follow urban and formal convention. I believe the weather greatly influence people and their actions. The climate of the coast makes people more sociable and seeks activities outside their home, while the winter in Arequipa make us want to be at home. In Arequipa has a more varied climate due to its higher elevation in the Andes. It experiences a mix of warm times and cool nights. In Lima has a mild desert-like climate with little rainfall. The city experiences a coastal desert climate with wild temperatures years round. Food. The food in Arequipa can be more conservative compared to Lima. Traditional dishes are popular and often have a spice touch. Lima offers a wide variety of gastronomic options from all over the country and the world. Lima tends to be more adventurous when it comes to trying different types of food. Conclusions. Cultural diversity is influenced by our history, the past, and the present, creating a culture that grows more and more each day. It is necessary to understand new customs and traditions without judging them. Peru is a clear example of the cultural diversity that exists in the world and how geography and the influence of the other cultures create new traditions. Thanks